All right, everybody. So it is time. The Last of Us Season 2 has officially ended, and that means two things. I'm going to come talk about it, and the Critical Drinker has also talked about it because Neil Druckmann must have hurt this man so hard that he is on a mission to bash The Last of Us as much as humanly possible. So I'm going to come and react to it a little bit, give my thoughts, and I think I might agree. I might agree with him. So before I get into it, let's take some time. Thank the fans. Thank everybody, our likes, subscribes, comments, everybody that is involved in our page. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. Keep the love coming or keep the hate coming. We'll take it either way. Interaction's interaction. So let's get at it. So season 2, Last of Us, just ended. 7 episodes, short season, which I think the Critical Drinker is kind of happy about. So he comes on and gives his thoughts, and I think he's wrong, but mainly right. So season 2 ends and it breaks at the time. Spoiler alert, in case anyone is out here hasn't watched it yet. It ends on a cliffhanger, much like I anticipated from the game break, and it switches to the Abby perspective. Jesse dies. There's the confrontation in the theater. So it pretty much happened as I expected, but the season finale was at a breakneck speed where shit just kept jumping along time-wise. Like, there was no time to breathe, yet in some other episodes, it was slow as hell, which gets to the point of Critical Drinker making a little bit. So he comes on, but before I jump to that, actually, so I didn't mind the season finale. I actually liked the fact that it had a lot of action. I hated the fact that Jesse died because he's actually a great part of the show versus the game. But the cliffhanger for another year and a half, we got to wait for it to jump over. Like, that's annoying. So let's jump to Critical Drinker. That man hates Neil Druckmann, hates The Last of Us with a burning passion. So he comes on and gives his 5 reasons why The Last of Us basically sucks donkey dick. And I don't necessarily disagree, but he forgets to add 2 reasons that the show actually is good and better than the game. So his 5 reasons for hating the show, which again, hard to disagree at this point. Joel, he sort of hates Joel. He hates Ellie, which who doesn't at this point? The pacing of the show, the writing of the show, and the message of the show. So basically everything that would make a show, he kind of hates about it. So, and I think the problem with Joel and Ellie is the fact that their characterizations are muted from the game and they don't really carry over. Pedro Pascal is fantastic, which he does agree, and I love Daddy Pedro, even though that man is getting every role under the sun. He tries to carry as much weight as he possibly can, but when you kill him off pretty quickly, hard to do that. So it's hard to carry a show when you're dead. Ellie, obviously, what is there to say about Ellie? She is miscast. I don't think that she is a good actress. She's average at best, but definitely not for this role. And it kind of shows. She basically has one expression, and it's blank slate anger face, and that's about it. So those 2 points are pretty easy to tell. And the pacing, which I kind of talked about earlier, is the third issue, which I do agree with, because the pacing's all over the place. I mean, you have a boring as sin first episode. The second episode, they blow all of their budget on a Game of Thrones style battle, which was awesome. And then obviously Joel dies. And then it goes back to slow and depressed. And then for the most of the season, they have a flashback episode, which again was slow by design, which is fine. And then the finale, which is breakneck speed of, here's this, it pops around everywhere. And then it gets to like every action scene known to man within a 50-minute time frame. So they could have done better pacing, which was kind of stupid, especially in a 7-episode season. Like, pace it out better because people lose interest, especially if you're already on the fence. You kill your favorite character in episode 2. You can't have a couple boring episodes right after that and then be like, let's throw everything in the finale, because you probably lost people by then. And the point, and then the writing. The writing's number 4, which the writing, I do agree. The writing is kind of shittier compared to where the game is, just by the way they release information. The whole Abby reveal in the game versus the show, the way they reveal that information and her backstory, completely disagree with it. takes away a lot of the point of the show of just the blinding rage, because it's just stupid. In the games, you don't know anything about Abby really until you start playing as her. And then in this version, you know basically within the first couple scenes that she's involved with the Fireflies, she's killing because someone she loved died. Like, it's stupid the way they reveal that information. And, you know, that's where the writing really falls off. The writing on Joel and Ellie, they basically made Jelly Roll, Jesus Christ. They made Daddy Joel, Pedro, a bitch, more so than in the game. They made Tommy a complete cuck. I don't know why. Like, the difference between Tommy in the game versus the Tommy in the show, night and day difference. And his motivations, how he goes after Abby, like, it's just stupid. It's stupid. He's a bitch in the show versus the game. Ellie's a terrible characterization in the show versus the game. And the writing just could be better. And I think that, you know, Neil Druckmann at this point is kind of a woke piece of shit. Like, he was always been a woke piece of shit, but now he's making the Intergalactic Heretic with another female lead. Like, I think that dude just wants to be a woman, is kind of how I'm thinking. Like, he is just way too hard in the paint supporting women. Go back, support some men. Like, your writing decisions suck. You could have changed it. You had several years of people hating the way you handled this part 2 of the game, which I did like the game after you play it. And you get all the way through it. But that's because of the way they've released the information in the game. They already fucked that up in the show, so they took that away from you. And then the final one is The Message, which, again, Neil Druckmann is a cuck, I think, is the general message. And he is way too women-loving. The message of just female empowerment and everybody is in fucking power and women and stupid shit. It's just it's dumb. So I agree basically with every point that Critical Drinker makes. I can't disagree, but the 2 points he failed to realize, and then the one is an actual reason. The one is just my actual, well, no, there's 2 real reasons. So the one is Jesse. Jesse in the game is just basically an add-on character to help you through certain progression points. He dies the same way, obviously, but the Jesse in the show is fantastic. Young Mazzino, I think his name is. He was from Beef with Steven Yeun. Fantastic actor. Brings to life the role. He was one hell of an improvement from the game, Jesse. So that 100%, 10 out of 10, Jesse makes the show a lot better versus the way Jesse was in the game. And then the main reason I watch the show, especially now, is Dina. Because Dina is the best version of Dina you could ever ask for. Isabella Merced needs every acolyte known to man. She needs to be hired for every role. I wish they would just literally change the story so much they kill off Ellie, and it's just Dina. You just get to see Dina going for revenge. That's fine. She's a better actress. She's better at everything than Bella Ramsey is, and she's better looking to look at. So, you know, Dina's the best. I haven't watched Instant Family on fucking Netflix because Dina was in it, Isabella Merced, and God, that movie was so stupid. I don't know why I watched it. And then I was like, oh yeah, because Dina's in there, so why not? But those 2 reasons are reasons why I liked Season 2, because at least Dina was in a lot of it, and Jesse was in a lot of it until he gets shot in the face, because, you know, that sucks. So, I don't know. Critical Drinker's not wrong. I know I bash him a lot, but he's not necessarily right either, because he forgot about Jesse, he forgot about Dina. 2 very important factors that made Season 2 kind of watchable. So does anyone else like Season 2? Am I the only one that actually, like, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was there. Pretty solid. I'm going to watch Season 3, obviously. I'm in it to win it. But I don't think it's as trashy as Critical Drinker makes it to be. But it's definitely not a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever dumb shit it is. So let us know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is Dina the real reason the show is successful? I think so. But until then, we're on to the next one.